Welcome to What We're Playing This Week, the show right recommend to you a couple of video games each week based on certain criteria. Multiplayer FPS games, we all love them, but let's face them, some of them aren't that fun. I mean, you saw the stream last night where those things happened that surely occurred before I recorded the show. Boy, that was some CSGO stream yesterday, wasn't it? Yep, sure was. But let's face it, CSGO may be big, but it's not fun. If fun was a pristine window, then CSGO would be a baseball bat swung around by a hyperactive screaming Russian 11-year-old. These games, however, are fun. And let's start it off with Unreal Tournament. No matter what version this game is in, well, no, forget that. The 1999 version and the 2004 versions are the best ones, absolutely, without any question. They are the most solid ones, the most complete ones, the ones that don't have some absolutely stupid reasons crammed in there to remove game modes or to explain what a flag is. These are FPS games made to be fun. Yeah, they do take some degree of skill to be played, namely if you compare what you play like to what a person in the competitive scene plays like, you would see that you're basically playing different games. Also, I'm not sure if there even is a competitive scene of Unreal Tournament around anymore. There used to be about 15 years ago, 10 years ago. There used to be a lot of it. But still, that doesn't change the fact that in this game you can have a lot of fun because the weapons are very creative. They're not... well, let's learn the recoil pattern of an AK-47 so we can headshot everyone when they come around the corner. No, they're more like, oh look, I'm gonna shoot at that wall behind me, then I'm gonna dodge and leave the room, and you will die because you just got beheaded by a Ripper, the one that I shot at the wall behind me a while ago. It's that kind of game, the one that you may perceive as being a bit chaotic, and that's why some people can seemingly succeed in it, although they are quite horrible in other FPS games, but it's more akin to one of those fighting games that has a lot of graphical elements, a lot of moves, a lot of combinations, a lot of, well, everything. It is balanced, but even so, it can still be fun, and it can be yours right now for just a bit over €9 on either GOG or Steam. Both versions, the 99 and the 2004 ones, are available for the same price. Up next is the game that we don't play around here anymore because the beta ended, and how shall I put this? Overwatch is expensive as crap for a multiplayer only game. Yeah, it's fantastic. Like, I want to play some more of it. It is amazing. It is the kind of game I would have loved to see Team Fortress 2 evolve into, instead of being a hat simulator, a profitable hat simulator. Overwatch, if you don't know it yet, I'm not sure where you've been the last year because Blizzard's marketing has been everywhere, like even we've done shows with Overwatch. The majority of you probably have it already and are playing it non-stop, and you're not watching this because why would you? You're playing Overwatch. But if you haven't, this is a multiplayer team-based FPS where every character is completely different than the next one. They don't have the same weapons, they barely have the same means of travel, like some of them fly, some of them climb walls, some of them double jump, one of them travels through time, one of them is a gorilla, and they all have incredibly different abilities and weapons and powers that on their own may seem like they're incredibly overpowered. Like Reaper can just about kill everyone around him with his ultimate, so can Junkrat, and well, Symmetra teleports people with her, no, she builds a teleporter for people to ignore with her ultimate, and Mercy can just bring everyone back to life instantly, so it's not like that is even an issue for some characters, and one of them can just repel back every attack back at the aggressor. So again, it may seem chaotic, like every character is bonkers overpowered, but because you're not stuck with any one character, you can just switch and become as overpowered as the other one, and well, when everyone's overpowered, no one is overpowered. And that's the beauty of it. You can have fun with it. You can have lots of fun with it. I'd be having lots of fun with it now if it wasn't €40. Which may not seem like a lot to you, but consider this. Our channel doesn't get that many views unless we do those no voiceover clickbaity things like the top something angry gamers or hottest video game characters or boobies or something, you know, stuff that gets hits on YouTube, which we should be probably doing more of and actually afford to buy several copies of Overwatch for the whole team. Not that we have a team, we have a quotation marks team. But if you don't have enough money for Overwatch or for Unreal Tournament, then the most fun you can have in multiplayer is in Team Fortress 2. Yes, even though it's currently little more than a hat simulator that just spits out money for Valve and the people that made hats, sometimes you can actually have fun in this game. You can enjoy yourself in it. You can have that moment of serenity when you're a pirate and you're chasing down a soldier with an axe in your hand and he just turns around at the last second to fire a rocket at you, but you switch to your flamethrower and backblast that thing in his face and it crits and he explodes in so many wonderful colors. And you press G and your character just lifts up that flamethrower above their heads and goes Those moments are what make Team Fortress 2 shine. And then you'll get killed by about 20 other people playing, using weapons you have no idea were in the game, with hats that just destroy their outlines. And because it's free, expect a lot of, how shall I put this? It's not that going free was a bad move, it increased the player base a lot, but things used to be nicer back in the day. Oh, back in the day. Well, that's it for this edition of What Are We Playing This Week. Tune in next time for more gaming recommendations. Also, tune in on Thursday for a new show about the great FPS divide, in which I talk more in depth about the differences between games like Unreal Tournament and Counter-Strike Go. If you enjoyed this show, hit the like button, subscribe and share it with your friends. Or, if you thought it was horrible, then share it with your enemies and make them suffer. We shall be your weapon of vengeance. But if you liked what you saw, you could, I don't know, maybe donate, because basically YouTube is horrible at revenue, by using the link in the description, or just buy my book. It's a fantasy book about, well, a lot of stuff. I guarantee it won't suck, and if it does suck, you can find me here and complain about it.